I think nobody told Meghan that once you get into Instagram, that becomes your full-time job, as in forever. Like no days off, no weeks off, no seasons off. That can be a bit, I don't know, disheartening for some people because, well, in my case, I am not sharing my private life. I'm just jabbing about stuff. Like in this case, that what is Harry doing? What is this? This must be. Oh no! This is not it. Oh no, it's not that Harry is carving a sad pumpkin. This is AI. This is not real. This never happened. This is the right one. This is a real picture, and as you can see, not only Harry is making full display of his brilliant pumpkin carving skills, but no, he was not carving a sad pumpkin. He was making a portrait of Meghan, and he was doing a very good job at it, I must say. I'm impressed. Who said, people were saying that, oh no, Harry don't know anything about crafts. His arts and crafts teacher had to cheat for him. I don't think that's true. I think that is, gossip. I think that Harry was doing a great job with his Meghan portrait. Like if you see it from this angle, nice, not gonna lie. But not Meghan. We need to talk about their kids. You know that I don't like to talk about their kids. Don't worry, I'm not going to show them or say anything about them besides what Meghan has already shared about them. And we need to talk about Markus Anderson. The two topics that, sadly are interconnected in this. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet showed off their auburn locks during a sweet Halloween outing with Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and their grandma Doria. And they failed to mention that Markus Anderson was for some reason in there as well. I think that is a bit disturbing. But, well, okay, there's the carving of the stuff, and there's a time lapse. That's the name of this kind of recording. A time lapse video of Harry carving the pumpkin. And I cut out the moments of this video in which the kids make an unintended appearance, because you can actually spot them in the background and their faces. And as so many people are saying, is Meghan doing a soft launch of the kids' brands? I made sure to not show their faces, but again, Meghan shared that to her own Instagram. So again, it's something that we have discussed at some point. It's something that is going to happen at some point. Depends on the desperation of Meghan. Depends of what is she going to launch next? What she's about to do? I don't know. But it was strange, right? With all she made sure on the main reel, of course, that not show their faces at all. But it's not like with her attention to detail, she would have missed that in the video of Harry carving that pumpkin, she couldn't have noticed that they were appearing in the background and their faces. Just gonna mention that. Also, before we address the Markus Anderson thing, I would say that this is one of the most stiff postures I've seen in some time from the Montecito duo. As it looks like they are making an M themselves. Look, no, really. It's like, oh, you stand there, H, with your legs like this in a very not masculine way. All right, and I'll do the same. Even Meghan has more masculinity than Harry right now with those with her feet. What is this, Harry? What is that posture? It's like they are forming an M. I guess that is part of the brand, right? Meghan M. Let's form an M. I don't know about it. And Harry, well, Harry looks. Maybe he was happy that the camera was not pointed at him, but his body language is a bit. I'm not going to say miserable, but he looks a bit like a bit down. Maybe it's the time of the year. Maybe Meghan scolded him for her portrait, her pumpkin portrait. She was not happy with that, and she scolded him right before taking this picture. So many questions, right? So many questions. But the most important question is, what in the name of any healthy relationship ever is Markus Anderson here? Because as of late, this guy has been around all of the time. Isn't that suspicious to you? Because it is for me. It is something strange. I don't know. I think that Harry, Meghan's spare VI Queenie, said it best. It's downright bizarre that a man, gay or straight, constantly clings to a family like Markus Anderson does with Harry, Meghan, and their kids. He is like a parasite, always lurking in their shadow. No normal family has a constant third wheel, male or female, leeching onto their every move. Markus is practically glued to them, beyond odd. Yeah, this is very bad vibes. This picture, so many pictures. This picture says so much. This picture says so much. I think I have never seen this. Where's this from? Where's this from? I don't remember this one. I do remember this one. I remember that I talk about this. Now he's carving a pumpkin next to Archie. I don't know. Maybe it's a Montecito thing. Maybe it's a Hollywood thing. It's I don't want to elaborate on that. I don't want to elaborate in that stuff. Only thing that I'm going to tell you is that Harry really sucks at carving pumpkins. I'm going to. This is no joke. I saw them. I saw him with the pumpkin carving, and it's obvious that he couldn't even bother to go to YouTube. He couldn't even bother to print you could print a template online. You could have templates online, and I don't know, have a guide to have a mouth with teeth, which is the bare minimum. Something, anything. Then no, he couldn't even bother. I mean, somebody who has all the time in the world. I would like to carve. I'd like to carve pumpkins. Have time to carve pumpkins. Maybe there's the next weekend would be too late. Would be too late. Maybe next year. Yeah, I like art in many ways, but this guy has the time and does such a bad job. I don't know. So disappointed, Harry. Maybe you at least maybe he was doing it. He was venting his anger, his all that underlying emotions, all that unconscious bias, all that stuff. He was venting on the pumpkin. That's what he was doing. Maybe he threw the pumpkin away or smashed the pumpkin that is the Smashing Pumpkins. That is a band. But no, well, anyway, I would love to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue. Much love and bliss.